Okay, boxing fans. So today is the realization that a fight has been made for one time Keith Thurman, one time, and he is facing one time champion Luis Collazo. What's everyone's thoughts on that? Paul, are you liking this fight?
To to phrase it like Armando will probably phrase it, it fucking sucks.
Hmm.
It definitely does suck, man. I mean, there's why is he fighting Khan scraps? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of welterweights that are tied up. He just beat Guerrero, Broner, Porter. Is Devin Alexander probably better than Collazo?
Yeah,
If they were to fight, I mean, would that be more acceptable to y'all, Devin
yeah,
and Thurman?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
would say so.
Devin's been in with some good fighters, and he's beat some, lost some. It would be a good measuring stick, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
He thought
he's a
Alexander.
two-weight world champion. Maybe not the best two-weight world champion, but he's still a two-weight world champion. You know. What
See,
else?
the
Go on.
the thing with Thurman is he's one of the pillars of Heyman boxing in my opinion. Well, it's not even my opinion. I think it's true. I think it's Broner, Danny Garcia, Wilder, Thurman, Danny Garcia, Broner, and Wilder. I think that's like the four horsemen of Heyman's, like, him moving forward.
Mm.
Broner's got Porter, Wilder, whatever, Molina. The fight sucks too. Danny's lost, but Thurman, I feel like Thurman has the more upswing than any of the four. But yet, like, I feel like he's more ready to tackle contenders than any of the other three.
Mm.
But yet, the Guerrero was a solid win. It was a good win. I give him credit. I mean, he got some good credit for that. But Louis Collazo was definitely a step back. I mean, am I wrong or I mean, well, what do you guys think? I mean, is it definitely a step back? Is it two steps back or what is it?
It's definitely a step back, yeah. I mean, this is all you need to say. Not too long ago, Keith Thurman insulted and had a go at Amir Khan for taking on Luis Collazo, saying that one, Khan was not a real welterweight, and that this fight sucked between them two, and la 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 la. But just one time Thurman stuff where he talks a great talk, you know what I mean? And then he goes and fights him. So you can't really write it, really, can you? What do you
The
guys
guy,
think about that?
the guy is fighting Khan's leftovers. He
Hmm.
fought what's he called, Juan Diaz,
Hmm.
the
It's
guy who
true.
Khan fought. For him, and he beat him easily. But by then, Diaz was just looking for a payday, and this is pretty much what Collazo's doing now. Collazo is taking this fight for a payday, probably before he retires. Whereas he went into the Khan fight probably genuinely thinking he could win, because he was
Hmm.
coming off that win over Victor Ortiz.
That's right.
And Khan, everyone was saying at the time, Khan's chinny, he's just waiting to be knocked out again.
That's
And
right.
before, and Khan beat him up
Hmm.
as badly as you can beat someone up without stopping them.
Mm.
So, and then,
Well,
as I said, yeah, Thurman is fighting Khan's leftovers. That's all you can say.
That's right.
well,
Yeah.
he goes. The thing is what is Luis Collazo going to bring to the table that can trouble Thurman? He's not going to
Nothing.
outbox him. He's not
Nothing.
faster than him. He doesn't have better ring generalship. He doesn't have the boxing smarts that Thurman has. I'm really high on Thurman. I think he's a quality fighter. I just think he needs to be. Let's step him up. Let's step him up. And Collazo isn't a step up. Collazo is if he knocks out Collazo in 3 or 4 rounds, are we gonna be clapping and like yeah, or are
Not
we gonna
really.
be like
Not really.
what
I won't be.
what do you
I
think?
won't be. I won't be, because I genuinely do believe this fight is just a payday for Collazo now, at this point.
Mm.
Because the guy has been around an awful long time. He fought Ricky Hatton back in like 2006,
Yeah.
was it?
That's right. Yeah. He's an old
guy-
fucker now. Yeah.
The guy is very, very past it.
Hmm.
He's probably had his last chance at the big time when he fought Khan and lost
Hmm.
emphatically, if that's the word. So the guy is probably just sniffing around for paydays now before he jacks it in. And this Thurman fight is probably the biggest payday he's going to get. So even if Thurman wipes him out, it doesn't really mean anything. Not for me, anyway.
No, I can agree with that. I mean, he is coming off a win now. He had a fight he had a fight recently, last month,
Yeah,
against some guy you don't need to know about.
a guy from McDonald's.
Yeah, basically a Mackey's worker who had 4 losses in his last 6. That's all you need to know. And he knocked him out in 2. He's going into this fight now. I don't think that's going to help him. Apparently, Collazo said himself he's having some problems in his life around the car fight, and I don't suspect that's gone away. He was drinking or some shit as well, so, you know. I don't really know what else we can say about this fight other than it's not that good a fight. He's 34 years old. Coming off.
Okay,
I'll say this. I know Thurman is a great fighter. He proved me wrong because I think I predicted Guerrero to beat him, and he didn't. He pretty much beat Guerrero up. Fair play to him. But one thing I will say is the guy needs to shut the fuck up, calling out the likes of Khan, calling out the likes of Brook, calling out the likes of Mayweather, all guys who he is never going to be able to fight because Al Heyman, the guy who he looks up to so much, and the guy who runs his career, will never let him take those fights. He will never take those fights for him.
That's right.
And Thurman knows that he's never going to get those fights. So stop calling out guys, your boss. It's the same guys who your boss will never let you fight because you are just getting on everyone's tits now.
That's right. I mean, this guy is turning out to be the American Tony Bellew. He said he was going to knock out Robert Guerrero. And I mean, I'm going to say it now. He should knock out Robert Guerrero. Robert Guerrero, at the end of the day, is a former featherweight. I'm right by that. Featherweight, wasn't it? Or was it super featherweight?
no, he was a super featherweight, 130. Yeah.
So former super featherweight. You know what I mean? And he's come all the way up to welterweight. You should be knocking that kind of caliber out if you're a big welterweight. And he didn't. He talked a great fight, and he didn't. And he didn't deliver.
You know who he should have fought?
Who?
Maidana.
Maidana apparently doesn't want to fight. I'm not going to blame Thurman for that fight not happening because Maidana's apparently been offered the fight a bunch of times and says no. I think he just wants to sit in Argentina and be fat now.
Mm-hmm. And what about Berto?
He could fight Berto. Yeah.
He could fight Berto, but Berto again is just a punching bag for me.
Devin Alexander's there. He's a better caliber of opponent than Collazo.
Okay, let's think about it. Okay, Maidana, no. Berto is passable, of a fight.
No, he's not for me.
What about Josecito Lopez?
No,
that's worse. That's another guy who's just a punch bag.
That's his next opponent.
Malignaggi?
Yeah, probably. No. You're going backwards, man.
No, why are we going there? Go back.
I'd enjoy that fight because I'd enjoy to see Malignaggi get knocked the fuck out again because he just annoys me. But is it a good test for Thurman? No.
That's right, yeah.
And again, I'll say it, Thurman's a great fighter, and I think he deserves a big fight, and he's ready to prove himself. I just wish he'd shut the fuck up calling out guys who he knows he's never going to get the chance to fight because his boss won't let him. And it's getting annoying now. Call out guys who you know you've got a realistic chance of fighting.
At the end of this fight, who do you think he's going to call out?
Floyd Mayweather.
Probably Khan again, or Brook.
Yeah, or all three, yeah. And who do you think he's going to fight? Algieri?
Probably.
Maybe.
More leftovers. Maybe
he should fight. He should fight the winner of Brooke Porter. I mean, I'm not Brooke. Broner Porter.
That's not happening. We know that.
Yeah, but I doubt that.
Now I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I'm gonna lose my boxing virginity because I'm actually gonna go to this fucking fight. I've never been to any live boxing ever.
Make sure you buy good tickets then. Get it's close.
I'm definitely getting some because it's in my hometown of Tampa, Florida.
That's what I'm talking
about. It's a 15-minute drive, tops. Interstate drive. So this is gonna be, even though Thurman Collazo really isn't top shelf, but I'm definitely going because I think this merits me. I don't want it to be some shithole fight. Even though this may be somewhat of a shithole fight, but at least it's a marquee name versus old, horse, old, yeah, exactly. So, I'm definitely going to that fight. So
sounds good. I think so. So, does anyone have anything else to add before we sign off?
Thurman knocks him out in the first 6.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah,
I think it might go long. I think it might go maybe like 9 or 10.
Yeah, Keith Keith Thurman will say he's going to kill him, knock him out, destroy him. I'm the new Mike Tyson, baby. And one time, and then he'll take him to points again.
And then he'll bite the next opponent's ear off, and then
bite Chris Algieri's ear off.
Maybe
fight Devin Alexander.
Buy a tiger.
That's the one, yeah. So anyway,
marry a soap actress.
Hopefully not get in prison for rape. I said hopefully not, by the way. What it was, we better just end it there, I think.
I'm Keith One Time Thurman, boys.
Yes, thank you. Come again.